In the grand theater of the cosmos, Voyager 1 stands alone, a relic of the 1970s still broadcasting from the farthest reaches of our solar system. For over 4 decades, it's been our emissary to the unknown, sending back whispers from the edge of everything we understand. In December 2022, however, its decades-long transmissions went silent, sending ripples of concern through the scientific community. Could the intrepid probe that had danced with the edge of space for so long have finally met its end? Was its light, our light, about to go out into the cold embrace of interstellar space? Join me on this journey as we peel back the layers of mystery surrounding Voyager 1 and explore the unsettling possibility that our silent friend might be watching us.
Right.
The sudden silence from Voyager 1 was a stark contrast to its illustrious career. Launched in 1977, this technological marvel had stared down Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus, sending back breathtaking images and invaluable data that revolutionized our understanding of these distant gas giants. Its mission extended far beyond its initial lifespan, leaving behind the familiar comforts of our solar system and venturing into the chaotic embrace of interstellar space. Even now, as it hurtles through the boundless expanse at a mind-boggling speed of 10.8 kilometers per second, Voyager continues to transmit precious data, its signals faint but resolute. In September of 2022, NASA reported a disconcerting development. Voyager 1's orientation was off. It was veering slightly from its intended trajectory, which set off alarm bells among the dedicated team monitoring the spacecraft. Now, a spacecraft's orientation is crucial. It's the difference between sailing smoothly through the cosmos and spinning wildly into oblivion. But Voyager 1 wasn't spinning wildly, it was deviating slowly, methodically. It was as if something or some force was gently nudging it. Then came the moment that chilled engineers to the bone. The antenna picked up a signal from Voyager 1, a signal that should never have been sent. It was a tone at 3 kilohertz, an oddity in a sea of expected radio noise. Signals from deep space probes aren't typically this clear. They're usually lost in a cacophony of cosmic static. But this was different. It was structured almost as if someone or something was trying to get our attention. It was subtle, but it was there, a harmonic embedded in the vast orchestra of space, singing a song that shouldn't have been possible in such a noisy environment. Voyager's journey into the unknown began with a familiar sight, the blue dot, our home, the Earth, receding in the rearview mirror. Crossing the threshold of the solar system, a place we've always considered to be our domain, must have been a daunting prospect for the tiny probe. And yet Voyager pressed on. When Voyager reached the heliopause, the official boundary of our solar bubble, it was greeted by an unexpected sight. Instead of the clear division we imagined, it found turbulence, a maelstrom of solar winds, and interstellar dust. It was as if the edge of our protective bubble wasn't a wall, but a battleground where solar power waned and cosmic chaos reigned. Voyager 1 continued its journey. As it did, the whispers coming back from its instruments grew more frantic. The magnetic field lines that had guided it for so long suddenly snapped and twisted in ways that defied our understanding. It was as if the very fabric of space was reacting to the intrusion of this tiny explorer. As the weeks passed, NASA engineers and scientists worked tirelessly to piece together the puzzle. They checked the instruments, recalculated trajectories, and scrutinized every bit of incoming data. Voyager 1 had ventured into a realm that we've barely begun to comprehend. The so-called heliopause wasn't a dead end. It was a gateway, a doorway into a vast, turbulent region that stretched far beyond the sun's protective embrace. And it seems that we've only just begun to glimpse what lies on the other side. And what it showed us was both exhilarating and unsettling. The silence from NASA was deafening. Engineers once eager to share discoveries fell silent. Reports that once detailed technical specifications and trajectories became sparse and tightly worded.
Oh.
And as the months rolled by, the veil of secrecy grew thicker. Meanwhile, astronomers worldwide began to notice anomalies in the readings. They saw Voyager's trajectory shift subtly, almost imperceptibly. And that wasn't all. They observed a peculiar darkening in the very fabric of space around Voyager, a darkness that seemed to pulse and breathe in a rhythm that defied explanation. And then there was the silence. It wasn't just NASA that went quiet. Independent astronomers, those not directly involved in the Voyager mission, stopped publishing updates, stopped making predictions, and most notably, stopped asking questions. Their silence was a universal sign of respect, an acknowledgement that they, too, had read the unspoken message in NASA's tightened lips and narrowed eyes. The truth was something we weren't ready for, something that transcended the boundaries of scientific exploration and delved into the deepest recesses of human curiosity and fear. But the more they learned, the more they realized that they were treading on sacred ground. The data Voyager 1 was sending back suggested that the heliopause wasn't merely a boundary, but a membrane, a thin veil, separating our familiar reality from something profoundly alien. As Voyager 1 pushed further, it encountered disturbances that shook the foundations of our cosmological understanding. It was as if the very fabric of space was alive, responding to the intrusion of this mechanical visitor. But amidst these cosmic tremors, something else emerged, a faint, regular pulse in the midst of the chaos, a heartbeat that echoed through the darkness. It was faint, periodic, and incredibly regular. This wasn't your typical space noise. It was almost as if the universe itself was trying to communicate, sending out a rhythmic pulse that cut through the static. As scientists began to analyze these sounds of space, they found more than just a heartbeat. They detected an intelligent structure, a pattern so precise it defied the randomness of natural phenomena. This realization forced them to confront a chilling possibility. They were not alone. There was something out there listening to our every move, watching us from the darkness as we probed the secrets of the cosmos. Yet even in the face of such overwhelming evidence, skeptics arose. Some argued that the signals were merely echoes of our own doing, artifacts of our probes bouncing off distant celestial bodies. But as the data continued to pour in, the skeptics were silenced. The signals were too precise, too consistent, too intentional to be mere echoes. They were a message, a greeting, a warning. It is a truth that challenges our perception of the universe, forcing us to confront the profound implications of our existence in a grand cosmic theater. Voyager 1 is more than a spacecraft. It's our window into the infinite, our envoy to the abyss. Its journey into the unknown has revealed truths that shake the foundations of our understanding, proving that the universe is not the silent, indifferent expanse we once thought it to be. It is alive, responsive, and maybe, just maybe, watching. The signal that cut through the static wasn't just a blip on the radar. It was a beacon, a guidepost to something profound. It led scientists to realize that the edge of our solar system wasn't a barrier, but a doorway, a portal to a realm that was not only alien but sentient. The implications of this discovery are profound. If our solar system is just a threshold to a world that watches, listens, and perhaps even interacts with us, then our place in the universe is far more precarious, far more significant than we ever imagined. It means that we are not just explorers, but guests in a realm that's far more complex, far more vibrant than we ever dared to dream. This realization changes everything, turns our solar system from a protective bubble into a fragile eggshell, a boundary that separates us from a universe that is both enchanting and terrifying. It forces us to reconsider our place in the cosmos, to understand that we are not alone, that we are part of a grand, intricate web of existence that stretches beyond our wildest imaginings. What does it mean for humanity when we discover that the universe is watching? How will we navigate this newfound awareness? Will we continue to venture forth, or will we retreat back into the safety of our solar system? Only time will tell. For now, we stand on the precipice of a new understanding, staring into the abyss that lies beyond, knowing that we are being watched, listened to, and perhaps even studied by a universe that is far more alive, far more aware than we ever dreamed possible.